Hello, everybody. Stephanie McPhail Sharon here, Dream Coach. Just wanted to ask you, for the people that are looking for a relationship, a romantic relationship, how many of you have made your list? If you have no idea what I'm talking about, here's what it is. Here's what the list is. Have you ever decided to take a pen to paper and write down all of the qualities and looks and details about whomever it is that you are searching for in your future partner? Um, the big thing that I find with a lot of people, and I can speak for myself actually in this situation as well, we don't really know what we're looking for. We know that that person is out there. We know that there is someone that's a good fit for us, and we're not willing to compromise our beliefs on who that right person is. At least we shouldn't. For those of you that are compromising, this is a really good exercise to practice, is really making that list as well. So what I want you to do at some point, take a piece of paper, pen or pencil. Don't even type it. I would actually handwrite it. Handwrite a list of all of the qualities that you would like in a perfect partner. And yes, I said perfect. You're not settling. You are not, just going to make the most of what you can possibly get. Who is the best person for you? If you were going to create that person, what would you do? So a little story. So for me, I came from not so great relationships, and I had, followed very codependent patterns in the past. And I was enjoying my newfound freedom after a divorce, and was really just happy living my life, and was probably the happiest that I could ever have imagined myself to be, and was having fun dating, but nobody was really, really that interesting to me. I was just kind of like, I'm dating, but I don't really think I even want to be in a serious relationship. So I had started to make a list, and every time I dated somebody else or went on a date with somebody else, I kind of changed things on my list until I got to a point where I was very, very specific. I remember once I found the last two or three things that I was like, okay, this definitely has to be on my list, I felt relieved. And I remember saying, I want a 6'3", could be a bald man, color hair. I would prefer brown or dark or bald. And that was a new one. Before, bald was not on the list. I knew that I wanted someone who exercised and ate healthy and was into spirituality and growth, owning their own business, working on themselves, being able to go into a room and not need a babysitter, being able to have fun. I wanted someone who was a dancer. I wanted someone who was family oriented. I wanted someone who had done their fair share of partying, but was ready to settle down and just, maybe not necessarily have a family necessarily, but was wanted to settle down with me. And there was a few other things on the list. So when I set up a dating profile online, and it doesn't really matter which one it was, but I set up a dating profile, I put all of those qualities on my list. And there were definitely some men that were very frustrated with me writing down what I was looking for, and were, a few of them were saying some not so nice words when they sent me messages. And I said, okay, that's great, because you're not for me, and I'm fine. And I was confident enough at that point where I knew that it had nothing to do with them, and that people like that would not be someone that I would want to spend any amount of time with anyway. So long story short, I was searching online, and I found someone that met a lot of the things that I was looking for. And one of the things I forgot to mention before is I really wanted a musician. I wanted someone who played the guitar and sang. That was something that was a big one actually on my list. So I was going through pictures, and I saw a guy with a guitar, and he looked like he was bald. And I was like, oh, okay, that's a new ad. Let me check this out. And I started reading the profile, and he wrote the things that he was looking for in a relationship. And it wasn't word for word, but it was pretty much exactly me. So we started talking, and he read my profile, of course, and we went back and forth, and ended up talking on the phone, and I couldn't get off the phone. Like, I wanted to be on the phone, and it was a Friday night, and here I was talking to this guy I was meeting online, and we made a decision to meet the next week. I even okayed my normal thing of not meeting someone on a weekend to allow him to come to visit me in Long Island, because he was coming from Westchester. And as soon as I met him, he walked in the room, and it was like magic. Like, it was like light and, just wonderful as he walked in the room. And I was like, oh, wow, this guy has got something. Like, there's definitely something there. I actually need to give this one a chance. So, that was the beginning of me falling in love with my husband. It was the very beginning part of it. But we kind of laugh now that we were both very specific with what we were asking the universe for. We knew somehow, our souls knew somehow about each other. We were not aware of it, but we knew that that person had to exist. We knew who we were. We knew we existed. So we knew someone that was a right fit for us had to exist. So thank goodness that neither of us stopped looking, and we both decided to go and not settle and really look for the best person to be our fit, to be our life partner. And it'd be hard to be much happier. So I know that that's a possibility for you. Don't settle. Make that list. Be specific. Don't think that you are being too picky or that you don't deserve exactly what you are looking for. And then keep working on yourself. That person will end up finding you, and you guys will end up being very happy if it's meant to be. So good luck with it. Make that list, and wish you all the best.